Hello friends, Namaste. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to Journal Yoga Practice, where each week, or each 2 weeks I should say, we carve out time to practice some meditation and mindfulness, maybe with some mudras and mantras, learn a little bit more about yoga philosophy, and lately we're focusing on the energetic bodies, the chakras. And we also go over responses for the previous week's journal prompts. Always your choice, you never have to do that. I will go ahead and share some of mine, so let's go ahead and get started. Last week we talked about the root chakra, which is the first chakra. It's located in the lower pelvic region. And we went over the mudra, which was very grounding and foundational, setting up stability for us. Hello, Squirt. We have a kitty visitor. So our first prompt from last week was, what does it mean to be grounded? What I wrote for that is, for me anyway, being grounded is being connected to my body, my feelings, and my thoughts. Being calm, responsive instead of reactive, and also being rested, warm, and cozy, because the winter months are particularly rough on me. And I typically find myself feeling a lot more disconnected. The way that I describe this is often that I feel like a floating head. And it gets really scary for me sometimes. So being grounded, especially now, is just very important. The second prompt was, how can I cultivate a sense of grounding or stability in my daily life? So for me, daily meditations and mindfulness, daily check-ins, what we're doing now, or at least the habits that we're trying to form now, these routines, it's really big for me and it's been very helpful. So I hope that what we're doing now is going to help you. Yoga and movement, but also adding in a bit of rest. There's been many times for quite a while in my life where I push and push and push, and that doesn't help. And that hasn't helped me feel stable or grounded or even connected to my body. Nourishing my body and my mental spaces. And a really big one for me is noticing stories and judgments and allowing myself to let them go or let them be. So whatever comes with these thoughts or feelings, we tell ourselves stories. We judge the things that happen inside of us as if that's the only thing that makes us who we are, and that's not the only thing. So it's important to be able to catch them and either let them go or let them be. And there's a difference in those words. It's sometimes really hard to let things go. So sometimes it's better to just let it be and know that it's going to be there, and that's okay. So those were my responses and the thoughts that I went about journaling as I went through this meditation these last couple of weeks. I hope that you joined me in the meditation, or maybe if you're just starting, then you can go back and watch the video, or you can just start from here. That's also okay. What we're going to be talking about today, though, is going to be the second chakra. For week 2, we're going to be going over the Sacral Center Chakra. It's also called Svadhisthana, which is the Sanskrit word for our Sacral Center Chakra, or our second chakra. The meaning behind that is basically inner dwelling place. So our second chakra is located below the navel. This is below our belly button. If you were to follow all the way around to the back of your body, that would be your sacrum. I think of it as our gut, our intuition, and our instinct. It rules over reproductive organs, ovaries, and testes. Some other basic information about it: the color associated with the second chakra is orange. The element is water, which makes a lot of sense because when you get to the qualities are fluidity, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. The sacral chakra deals with emotional world, our emotional world, It's our place of creativity, fluidity, but also empowerment. Empowerment is a pretty important word for us here. This is a little bit of what we're going to be moving forward with as we practice. As for practicing with Svadhisthana, our second chakra here, there are various ways to do it. It is the center of sensuous experience and pleasure, but you can take that in various ways. You can make time for pleasure, whatever that means for you. It can relate to food, social activities, doing nothing, sleeping. Sometimes that's a great thing, just to nap or enjoy the sun. Creative pursuits, and any type of self-nourishment that fits you. The element of water helps to connect our energetic body's center. And then the color orange, there's ways you can do color meditation, you can wear orange, or you can surround yourself with orange just to help stimulate this aspect of our sacral core. Some other ideas for self-nourishment: swimming, salt baths, hot tubs, or hot springs. This helps to connect with the element of water a bit more. Joyous movement like dance and play. And then creative endeavors like coloring, drawing, journaling, writing, etc. However, there's more than just those for creative endeavors. Anything that helps to inspire you really would work. Like video games and reading are also creative endeavors for me. For people I know, it's puzzles, crocheting, something that helps get their creative juices flowing, so to say. The mudra that we'll be working with today when we get into our meditation practice, our mindfulness practice, is going to be the Shanka Mudra. It's the mudra of reassurance, which I think is going to be a great help in focusing in on empowerment today. The focus of the Shanka Mudra is to assist with inner well-being, inner nourishment, and safety. And there are benefits that mention tension relief of pelvic area issues, enhancing circulation in certain areas like the reproductive and urinary tract systems. And then the Shanka Mudra is also calming and stabilizing. This is what it looks like, and what you'll be doing today is taking your right fingers and palm and wrapping it around the left thumb. And then you will connect your right thumb with your left index finger, middle finger, and ring finger. This just completes this little temple or triangle, however you want to think of it. You can allow this mudra, once you have it set up and ready, to rest in front of your heart center or just down in your lap, whatever is more comfortable for you. The affirmations that you can work with, if you'd like something else to think about rather than either listening to me here in a little bit guide you through a meditation, or for future days as you meditate, you might like an affirmation rather than listening to me. The book we're using, The Mudras for Awakening the Energetic Body, suggests self-reassurance guides me to perfect well-being. I like the idea behind this. I like the guidance that it suggests. But perfect can be a bit of a harsh word sometimes, and it's one that I really struggle with. So I have thought about and jotted down some other affirmation ideas for you to use. I have everything I need to complete this task. I can get through this. I am safe, nourished, and strong. I am reassured and calm. I am creative. I am fluid enough to shift with any changes. You can use any of these. You can use your own. You don't have to use an affirmation at all. Personally, I'm probably going to be using the I am fluid enough to shift with any changes several times as we go through our next couple of weeks with this mudra, because I tend to be immovable in many ways, and that is not conducive to being a human being because so much shifts and changes around us. So I need to remind myself that I am and can be fluid, and that it is more helpful than my brain would allow me to think sometimes. Welcome back to the mat. Go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seat. Set your mudra up, as I've just demonstrated, and then allow your mudra to sit wherever is comfortable for you. Today I have mine at my heart center so that I can focus on what's important to me and my intention today. If you have a furry visitor, go ahead and give them a little bit of love and then set yourself back up. And when you're ready, either close your eyes or maintain that soft downward gaze and ground yourself down so that you can sit up nice and tall. Sense the touch of your hands close together, fingertips touching thumb, maybe knuckles on palm. Feel the warmth of that skin and allow that warmth to radiate through the hands, the arms, the shoulders, all through the body, into the core. It all radiates out. Next, notice the quality of your breath. Fast, slow, warm, cool. No judgments, we're just noticing. Allow your breath to deepen. Inhales become nice and long, and then the exhales match that length. Feel that warmth radiating from your core until it reaches your skin and starts to pour out like light. Feel yourself wrapped in this cocoon of warm light. Maybe it's orange, maybe it's a different color. Feel the cocoon as this light protective cover all around us. It's all around you. It is you. You can relax into the wrapping, this cocoon of light, and just let go. You become the light. You can feel yourself as safe, protected, and held in the embrace of this light. This light is your reassurance. It is your belief in you. And you are powerful and strong. This is a great place to go ahead and pause if you'd like to continue your mindfulness practice. This is also a great place to insert those affirmations if you'd like to do so. If you'd like to take more time to think about anything or even these upcoming journal prompts, then you can go ahead and stop the video and come back to this later. But if you're ready to go ahead and hear the journal prompts, then that's what's coming up next. So our week 2 journal prompts are as follows. How can I listen to the needs of my body, my mind, and my emotional center? What self-nourishment or self-care helps me feel whole, safe, and empowered? What creative endeavors have I missed practicing, or what creative endeavors would I like to start? These are just jumping off points. You do not have to write to all of them. You may want to write to all of them and feel called to expound on them. If you decide to do that, then great, I'm excited for you, whichever one works for you. I will be working on these as well. I'm excited to get to these. And I am excited that we're continuing this series. So I hope so far that this has worked out for you and that you like it. And I am excited to keep practicing with you.